Hello viewer, today I'm going to be showing you how to build the WW1 MK4 tank. Here are the pieces you'll be needing for this build. First, the bottom half of the tank. You're going to want to take a 4x4 plate and then put a 2x2 plate underneath, along with this special piece of a plate with a smooth texture underneath that will attach to it. Then for the bottom of the tank, you're going to need this bracket piece, and you'll see what this piece will be used for. Next is the upper part of the tank. First things first, you're going to want to use this piece, this another plate, and you're going to stick it on like that. Then you're going to put a tile at the back of the tank. This will be the tank's rear. And then finally, for the upper part, you're going to need a bracket piece, except this time it's pointing down, and stick this plate underneath it. And then you have to make sure it lines up with your other piece. And sorry, I made a little bit of an error here. You actually want to put it like this. Then, for the guns of the tank, both the right and left ones, you're going to need these special pieces that look like this. And the color doesn't really matter, but I recommend grays or blacks if you have them. Next up, you're going to need to take these grills in these slope formations. So far, that's the body of the tank. Then what you want to do is take the front. For the front, you're going to use this jumper plate. Then for the machine gun on the front, you're going to need this piece of flex tubing. I cut it off myself. And then you're going to use the flex tubing as a piece of the tank. And in case you don't want to damage your Lego pieces for this build, then you could just use a bar piece. Then next up, for the tracks, you're going to take two of these bricks with Technic holes through them. Then you're going to stick them on to the front of the tanks like this. And then if you want to add some more detail, for me personally, I recommend this ingot piece. I choose the silver one. It adds better polished detail looks on the front of the tank. Then for the tracks themselves, you're going to need these two Technic pins, and then these gear pieces, straps. And you're going to stick them in like this. Then put them into your Technic brick. Oh, whoops, I just broke off the gun. And then finally, for the more upper part of the detail of this tank, you're going to have to put this cheese slope up here. Then finally, as for the hatch, the commander's hatch, you're going to take either, personally I recommend this soda can piece because it looks somewhat like a hatch. But I have a special product that I recommend you try in case you want to do builds like this. Right here, I present to you by Brick Mini. It is known as the Nano Soldier. This is quite an excellent piece. You can use these soldiers to basically give your tank somewhat more detail. But this is not what I'm talking about. The piece that I recommend highly when you're doing tank builds like this is this piece right here. It is a tank hatch with a commander sticking his head out. There is also a closed variant, but I'll show you that in another video. And finally, that's what it looks like. So yes, thanks for watching, and like, comment, and subscribe to see my newest posts. Alright, see you next time.